Hello, this is Godly from Tolerated Cinematics, and I know it's been a really long time since I made a decent tutorial, so what I'm going to show you today is how to create something compared to this, something like this, without the particles over here, because it takes too much time to show it for something as simple as this. So it's just just brushes with a hardness from 100%, with a layer style on it, with a gradient overlay. Just two gradients over here, and then a black outer glow, and then just lower the opacity a little bit. That's all I've done. So you can do this on your own. I won't show this in this tutorial. What I'm going to show you is how to create something like this. Really clean and simple, pretty good looking. So maybe position it over here. Okay, so I'm going to show you how to create this right now. So go to File, New, and then go to get a width and a height from the same as your screen resolution. I'm sorry, I'm a little bit distracted right now. Okay, so hit OK and let's get started. Hold Shift and press F5 and use a black background and use the same blending option as mine, just normal and 100%, because a lot of people have been posting comments that it doesn't always work, and that's the only reason. It's always this reason, because these settings over here are messed up. So hit OK and change the layer to background, then just create a new layer, and then take your brush tool, go over here to brush or to window and brush, then go over here and reset or clear brush controls, and then we're going to brush tip shape and change the size to 9 pixels and the hardness to 100%. Then go to shape dynamics and change the control to pen pressure. That's all you have to do. So now we are ready to go with the pen tool. So we're going to maybe make it a little bit bigger than that. So okay, make it 20. Okay, and then take your pen tool and just create a shape just like this one. And do close these down so I can create a nice shape. Okay, just like this. And then right click on it, stroke path, tool brush, and simulate pressure. Hit OK. And okay, I've done a mistake. Make sure your brush color is white. So stroke path and do the same thing. Okay, there we go. Delete the path, go to layers, and select the layer and go to filter, blur, Gaussian blur, and take something like this. Then what we're going to do is warp it just a little bit. So we're going to press Ctrl T and warp it and make it big over here, and maybe move it over here a little bit, just like that. Bring it up, it should be more up. Okay, and close it down and make it small over here, something like that, and hit enter. So now we have something like this, a nice shape. And then go back to the layers and go to filter, and what am I saying, image, adjustments, and hue saturation. Colorize it, and it doesn't work right now because it's white, I'm sorry. Okay, let's do it in a different way. Blending options, color overlay, and just change it to a orange color. Okay, so that's done, and hit OK, and then duplicate this again, change the shape just a little bit, maybe a little bit smaller, and again warp, make it small over here, wider over here, and just mess around a little bit with the settings. Ctrl T and then hit horizontal flip, and just like that in the background, and then get it in the background as well and change it to like 25%, and now we have in the background a nice shape. Duplicate it and do it a few times. You can also create new shapes with the pen if you want to. It's just it takes a little bit longer, but you will have a better effect, so maybe you could do that. Okay, so we have this over here right now, and then click on the background to create a new layer. So that makes the layer above the background layer, and rename it to texture. Then we're going to file and place a texture. It doesn't matter what texture, just a texture that is like, you can also go outside and take a picture from a wall and just grayscale it, and then bring down the opacity to 25. Go to filter, blur, and motion blur. Make something like this, and then hit OK. Then press E on the keyboard and right click on your on your layer if you have a smart layer, and then just rasterize the layer, and then just around the edges create a big net, something like that, and then just create above all these layers. You can create no, not a new layer, so I'm sorry. You can add a hue and saturation, then bring it up, and this bring it over here and colorize, just like this. Okay, and then do it again and add curves. Now we are going to add some contrast for the good looking part. Okay, just like this, and then just the layer styles, we're going to change it to linear dodge and linear dodge and linear dodge. Okay, so now that's done, and we can also change the color just a little bit more, or add a blending option and auto glow, maybe change it to yellow, or like this, normal, bring it up, inner glow maybe also, and change it to yellow. Okay, and copy it, paste it over here, and paste it over here, and change it back to 100. Okay, so now we have something like this more, and duplicate it again, and then just delete these layer styles. Clear layer style. Okay, so we have this right now. Can spin it maybe. It's up to you. So now we have this, and then just hold it and get it on the bottom of this page maybe. Then merge all the layers and duplicate them with a Ctrl J. Then just rotate it maybe. Get it over here. Make it bigger. And then just bring the opacity down. Do something with it, whatever you want to. Maybe smaller. And duplicate again. And then add a warp to it. Just mess around. Keep doing this a few times. You'll get a nice result. I didn't do anything. Okay, change it more. Okay, now I did something. Okay, there we go. So now we have this. Then create a new layer above these and change the color to black. Take your brush tool, right click, make it big, and the hardness to 0%. Okay, make it like this. And then just create something like that. Hold Ctrl and press T, and just make it smaller, a bit larger. Then go to the layer style and change it to divide. That makes it white and bright and stuff like that, so you can use it to enter text in that. So maybe also Ctrl J and warp it a little bit to fit the particles over here, what am I saying, the lines over here, something like that should be fine. Okay, there we go. And then just add the text over here, change it to orange, and then just make it small and get it over here. Then what do we have next? The lines over here to create some non-feathering lines. It's the same as in the beginning, just right now we're going to use a smaller brush. So go to brush again, hardness 100, size 9, 8, 9, let's say 9. And then with the pen tool we're going to draw shapes. And then right click, stroke path, okay, use a white color, stroke path, okay, and then delete the path, create a new path, stroke it again, and okay, and again do the same thing, but maybe make it smaller again to have some variety in it. And then right now you can make it, delete the path first, you can do something like that, stroke the path again, okay, and delete the path. So now we have something like that, and then we're going back to the layers and get this on the bottom of all the other stuff, and change, maybe rotate it a little bit, just like this. Then right click blending options and gradient overlay, and as you can see it's already looking pretty good. Just change the white color to a nice orange color and hit OK. Maybe add another glow if you want to. It's all up to you what you can do. You can do a lot of stuff with it, and just hit OK. And then what we can do next, for the last thing you can do in there, well, first of all, I'm going to merge all these layers because I don't need all of them, and I'm going to feather it out a little bit on the edge. Okay, this looks much better. Also the text should be over here. Okay, so maybe right over here I can change just this over here. I don't like it so much. Well, it doesn't really matter. So create a new layer above these layers and hold the pen, click on the pen tool, or the 490 brush tool, sorry, and go to the options over here for the brush, and go to brush brush tip size and just spacing. Bring this like this, a little bit up, and then just run jitter, and I mean shattering, sorry. Shattering, bring it up, shatter it. Just like this, okay. And maybe you can change also pen pressure, and run jitter. Okay, so now take the pen tool and create something more like this right now. And then right click stroke path and hit OK. And then delete it. And as you can see, maybe let's take something bigger from brush size. Let's take 15. Stroke path and brush. Okay. Now delete it. Close this. And maybe it's smaller. Duplicate it. And go to filter, blur, Gaussian blur. Bring this way down. Okay, so as you can see, you can create really cool things in Photoshop. So if you're a beginner, keep messing around with this, because this made my Photoshop career a little bit. I love it, using these particles. You can create cool things with it. Or you can delete these just a little bit, and over here maybe also delete these. Okay, so there we go. So then we're done. So you have something like this. Yeah, it doesn't really resemble at this, but it's also pretty cool. You can create a lot of cool things with it. You have to mess around on your own style. Just keep going and good luck. So bye, take care.